accomplished. Verb, to finish successfully. Adjective, completed, effected, established. Potential. Noun, currently unrealized ability, with the most common adposition being to. Adjective, existing in possibility, not in actuality. Adhere. Verb, to stick fast or cleave, as a glutinous substance does, to become joined or united. Offend. Verb, to hurt the feelings of, to displease, to make angry, to insult. Ignore. Verb, to deliberately not listen or pay attention to. Carrier. Noun, a person or object that carries someone or something else. Are. Noun, an accepted, but deprecated and rarely used. SI unit of area equal to 100 square meters. Or a former unit of approximately the same extent. Symbol. A. Annoyed. Verb, to disturb or irritate, especially by continued or repeated acts. To bother with unpleasant deeds. Adjective, troubled, irritated by something unwanted or unliked. An annoyance. Vexed. Feels. Adjective, of or relating to the emotions. Noun, a quality of an object experienced by touch. Verb, heading, to use or experience the sense of touch. Noun, feelings, emotions. Shots. Noun, the result of launching a projectile or bullet. Verb, to load a gun with shot. Noun, a charge to be paid. A scot or shout. Created. Verb, to bring into existence, sometimes in particular smiley face. Steering. Verb, to guide the course of a vessel, vehicle, aircraft etc., by means of a device such as a rudder, paddle, or steering wheel. Verb, to castrate a male calf. Noun, equipment used to control direction, something used to steer. Clue. Noun, a strand of yarn etc., as used to guide one through a labyrinth, something which points the way. A guide. Verb, to provide with a clue. Jester. Noun, one who jests, jokes or teases. Burden. Noun, a heavy load. Verb, to encumber with a literal or figurative burden. Quit. Verb, to pay a debt, fine etc. Adjective, usually followed by of, released from obligation, penalty, etc. Free, clear, or rid. Reorganize. Verb, to organize something again, or in a different manner. Awareness. Noun, the state or level of consciousness where sense data can be confirmed by an observer. Profession. Noun, a declaration of belief, faith or one's opinion, whether genuine or pretended. Instruction. Noun, the act of instructing, teaching, or furnishing with information or knowledge. Red. Noun, any of a range of colors having the longest wavelengths, 670 nanometers, of the visible spectrum. A primary additive color for transmitted light. The color obtained by subtracting green and blue from white light using magenta and yellow filters. The color of blood, ripe strawberries, etc. Adjective, having red as its color. Hosted. Verb, to perform the role of a host. Character. Noun, a being involved in the action of a story. Verb, to write, using characters. To describe. Boxer. Noun, a participant, fighter, in a boxing match. Options. Noun, one of a set of choices that can be made. Verb, to purchase an option on something. Spouse. Noun, a person in a marriage or marital relationship. Verb, to wed, to espouse. Idealized. Verb, to regard something as ideal. Adjective, regarded as ideal. Organizer. Noun, a person who arranges the details of a public event. Day. Noun, any period of 24 hours. Verb, to spend a day, in a place. Garden. Noun, an outdoor area containing one or more types of plants. Usually plants grown for food or ornamental purposes. Verb, To grow plants in a garden. To create or maintain a garden. Adjective. Common, ordinary, domesticated. Additives. Noun. A substance added to another substance or product to produce specific properties in the combined substance. Right. Adjective. Straight, not bent. Long. Noun. A long vowel. Verb. To take a long position in. Adjective. Having much distance from one terminating point on an object or an area to another terminating point. Usually applies to horizontal dimensions. See usage notes below. Instruments. Noun. A device used to produce music. Verb. To apply measuring devices. Cheers. Noun. A cheerful attitude. Happiness. A good, happy, or positive mood. Verb. To gladden. To make cheerful. Often with up. Interjection. A common toast used when drinking in company. Clinic. Noun. A medical facility, such as a hospital, especially one for the treatment and diagnosis of outpatients. Ours. Pronoun. That which belongs to us. The possessive case of we, used without a following noun. Kidney. Noun. An organ in the body that filters the blood, producing urine. Rice. Noun. Cereal plants. Oryza sativa of the grass family whose seeds are used as food. Verb. To squeeze through a ricer. To mash or make into rice-sized pieces. Especially potatoes. Pencils. Noun. A paintbrush. Verb. To write something, using a pencil. Images. Noun. An optical or other representation of a real object. A graphic. A picture. Verb. To represent by an image or symbol. To portray. Shin. Noun. The front part of the leg below the knee. The front edge of the shin bone. Shin bone. Verb. As shin up. To climb a mast, tree, rope, or the like. By embracing it alternately with the arms and legs. Without help of steps, spurs, or the like. Catering. Verb. To provide. Particularly. Verb. To place, set, move, or cut diagonally or rhomboidally. Noun. The business of providing food and related services. Profits. Noun. Total income or cash flow minus expenditures. The money or other benefit a non-governmental organization or individual receives in exchange for products and services sold at an advertised price. Verb. To benefit somebody. Be of use to somebody. Pushed. Verb. To apply a force to an object, such that it moves away from the person or thing applying the force. Closing. Verb. Physical. To remove a gap. Noun. The act by which something is closed. Adjective. Pertaining to the finish or ending of a series of events. Occurring at the end or after all others. Baker. Noun. A person who bakes and sells bread, cakes and similar items. HTTP. Noun. Alternative spelling of HTTP. Expert. Noun. A person with extensive knowledge or ability in a given subject. Adjective. Extraordinarily capable or knowledgeable. Dances. Noun. A sequence of rhythmic steps or movements usually performed to music. For pleasure or as a form of social interaction. Verb. To move with rhythmic steps or movements. Especially in time to music. Rapidly. Adverb. With speed. In a rapid manner. Falling. Verb. Heading. To be moved downwards. Noun. Present participle of fall. Adjective. That falls or fall. Duplicate. Noun. One that resembles or corresponds to another. An identical copy. Verb. To make a copy of. Adjective. Being the same as another. Identical. Slope. Noun. An area of ground that tends evenly upward or downward. Verb. To tend steadily upward or downward. Adjective. Sloping. Adverb. Slopingly. Faint. Noun. The act of fainting. Syncope. Adjective. Of a being. Lacking strength. Weak. Languid. inclined to lose consciousness. Funny. Noun. A joke. Adjective. Amusing. Humorous. Comical. Adverb. In an unusual manner. Strangely. Adopt. Verb. To take by choice into relationship. A child, heir, friend, citizen, etc. Interruption. Noun. The act of interrupting, or the state of being interrupted. Escape. Noun. The act of leaving a dangerous or unpleasant situation. Verb. To get free. To free oneself. Broken. Verb. To separate into two or more pieces. To fracture or crack. By a process that cannot easily be reversed for reassembly. Adjective. Fragmented. In separate pieces. Quakes. Noun. A trembling or shaking. Verb. To tremble or shake. Reschedule. Verb. To schedule again or at a different time. Plenty. Noun. A more than adequate amount. Adjective. Plentiful. Adverb. More than sufficiently. Pronoun. More than enough. Matches. Noun. A competitive sporting event such as a boxing meet, a baseball game, or a cricket match. Verb. To agree. To be equal. To correspond. Noun. A device made of wood or paper. At the tip coated with chemicals that ignite with the friction of being dragged. Struck. Against a rough dry surface. Archive. Noun. A place for storing earlier, and often historical, material. An archive usually contains documents, letters, records, newspapers, etc., or other types of media kept for historical interest. Verb. To put into an archive. Pair. Noun. Two similar or identical things taken together, often followed by of. Verb. To group into one or more sets of two. Lid. Noun. A thin skin membrane that covers and moves over an eye. Noun. The top or cover of a container. Verb. To put a lid on something. Purity. Noun. The state or degree of being pure. Cent. Noun. A subdivision of currency, equal to 1/100th of an Estonian kroon. Referring. Verb. To direct the attention of. Noun. The act by which somebody or something is referred. A reference. Snowflakes. Noun. A crystal of snow, having approximate hexagonal symmetry. Verb. To fall in the manner of a snowflake. Airport. Noun. An airfield. An area designated for the takeoff and landing of aircraft, including one or more runways and, for commercial airports, one or more passenger terminals. Enjoy. Verb. To receive pleasure or satisfaction from something. Obvious. Adjective. Easily discovered, seen, or understood. Self-explanatory. Pouring. Verb. To cause. Liquid. Or liquid-like substance. To flow in a stream. Either out of a container or into it. Noun. The act by which something is poured. Complex. Noun. A network of interconnected systems. Verb. To form a complex with another substance. Adjective. Made up of multiple parts. Composite. Not simple. Babysitting. Verb. To watch or tend someone else's child for a period of time. Often for money. Noun. The work of a babysitter. The care of children in the temporary absence of their parents. Punishment. Noun. The act or process of punishing, imposing and/or applying a sanction. 19. Numeral. The cardinal number occurring after 18 and before 20. Represented in Roman numerals as 19 and in Arabic numerals as 19. It is the last, largest of the teens. Causing. Verb. To set off an event or action. Skydiving. Verb. To be in freefall after jumping from an aircraft and landing safely by deploying a parachute. Noun. The practice of performing acrobatic movements during the freefall phase of a parachute jump. Borrowed. Verb. To receive something from somebody temporarily, expecting to return it. Constructors. Noun. A person who, or thing that, constructs. Settings. Noun. The time, place and circumstance in which something, such as a story or picture, is set. Context. Scenario. Privileged. Verb. To grant some particular right or exemption to. To invest with a peculiar right or immunity. To authorize. Adjective. Having special privileges. Spoil. Noun. Also in plural. Spoils. Plunder taken from an enemy or victim. Verb. To strip. Someone who has been killed or defeated. Of their arms or armor. Billion. Noun. Modern British and Australian. Short scale. 1,000 million. Logic. 1,000 times 1,000 to the power of 2. 1 followed by 9 zeros. 109. A milliard. Reconcile. Verb. To restore a friendly relationship. To bring back to harmony. Cycle. Noun. An interval of space or time in which one set of events or phenomena is completed. Verb. To ride a bicycle or other cycle. Confident. Noun. A person in whom one can confide or share one's secrets. A friend. Adjective. Very sure of something. Positive. Intern. Noun. A person who is interned. Forcibly or voluntarily. Verb. To imprison somebody. Usually without trial. Adjective. Internal. Outdoor. Verb. In some African communities. To publicly display a child after it has been named. Adjective. Situated in. Designed to be used in. Or carried on in the open air. Dedicated. Verb. To set apart for a deity or for religious purposes. Consecrate. Adjective. Devoted. Loyal. Conscientious. Interesting. Verb. To engage the attention of. To awaken interest in. To excite emotion or passion in. In behalf of a person or thing. Adjective. Of concern. Affecting. Important. Carried. Verb. To lift something and take it to another place. To transport something by lifting. Drawn. Verb. To move or develop something. Adjective. Appearing tired and unwell, as from stress. Haggard. Elbow. Noun. The joint between the upper arm and the forearm. Verb. To push with the elbow. Shrink. Noun. Shrinkage. Contraction. Recoil. Verb. To cause to become smaller. Boxer. Noun. A participant, fighter, in a boxing match. Stick. Noun. An elongated piece of wood or similar material. Typically put to some use. For example as a wand or baton. Verb. To cut a piece of wood to be the stick member of a cope and stick joint. Religion. Noun. Belief in a spiritual or metaphysical reality. Often including at least one deity. Accompanied by practices or rituals pertaining to the belief. Verb. Engage in religious practice. Greater. Adjective. Relatively large in scale, size, extent, number, i.e. having many parts or members. Or duration, i.e. relatively long, very big. Fighting. Verb. To contend in physical conflict. Either singly or in war, battle etc. Adjective. Engaged in war or other conflict. Environmentalist. Noun. One who holds the view that environment, rather than heredity or culture, is the primary factor in the development of an individual or group. Adjective. Of, or relating to environmentalism. Lighter. Adjective. Having light, bright, clear, not dark or obscure. Adjective. Having little or relatively little actual weight, not cumbrous or unwieldy. Restrooms. Noun. A room containing a public toilet, a public lavatory. Preparing. Verb. To make ready for a specific future purpose. To set up. To assemble or equip. Noun. Preparation. Nowhere. Noun. No particular place. No place. Adjective. Unimportant. Unworthy of notice. Adverb. In no place. Broke. Verb. To separate into two or more pieces. To fracture or crack. by a process that cannot easily be reversed for reassembly. Adjective, financially ruined, bankrupt. Climate. Noun, an area of the Earth's surface between two parallels of latitude. Verb, to dwell. Brick. Noun, a hardened rectangular block of mud, clay, etc., used for building. Verb, to build with bricks. Adjective, of weather, extremely cold. Cookie. Noun, a small, flat, baked good which is either crisp or soft but firm. Verb, to send a cookie to a user, computer, etc. Cemetery. Noun, a place where the dead are buried, a graveyard or memorial park. Aspect. Noun, any specific feature, part, or element of something. Verb, of a planet, to have a particular aspect or type of aspect. Demands. Noun, the desire to purchase goods and services. Verb, to request forcefully. Generalization. Noun, the formulation of general concepts from specific instances by abstracting common properties. Lunch. Noun, a light meal usually eaten around midday, notably when not as main meal of the day. Verb, to eat lunch. Agricultural. Noun, a product or commodity from agriculture. Adjective, of or pertaining to agriculture. Contempt. Noun, the state or act of contemning. The feeling or attitude of regarding someone or something as inferior, base, or worthless. Scorn. Disdain. Mentioned. Verb, to make a short reference to something. Flower. Noun, a colorful, conspicuous structure associated with angiosperms, frequently scented and attracting various insects, and which may or may not be used for sexual reproduction. Verb, to put forth blooms. Bikes. Noun, a vehicle that has two wheels, one behind the other, a steering handle, and a saddle seat or seats, and is usually propelled by the action of a rider's feet upon pedals. Verb, to ride a bike. Noun, a hive of bees, or a nest of wasps, hornets, or ants. Noun, a motorcycle. Noun, a local woman who is sexually promiscuous. Eggs. Noun, an approximately spherical or ellipsoidal body produced by birds, reptiles, insects and other animals, housing the embryo during its development. Verb, to throw eggs at. Verb, to encourage, incite, get. Noun, offspring. Verb, detransitive, to obtain, to acquire. Extended. Verb, to increase in extent. Adjective, longer in length or extension, elongated. Sad. Verb, to make melancholy, to sadden or grieve someone. Adjective, heading, emotionally negative. Breaker. Noun, something that breaks. Noun, one who works in shipbreaking. Rare. Noun, a scarce or uncommon item. Adjective, very uncommon, scarce. Recently. Adverb, in the recent past. Sections. Noun, a cutting, a part cut out from the rest of something. Verb, to cut, divide or separate into pieces. Ambitious. Adjective, of a person or their character. Having or showing ambition, wanting a lot of power, honor, respect, superiority, or other distinction. Static. Noun, interference on a broadcast signal caused by atmospheric disturbances, heard as crackles on radio, or seen as random specks on television. Adjective, unchanging, that cannot or does not change. Bluefish. Noun, a voracious fish, Pomatomys saltatrix, found in waters of the Atlantic and Indian Ocean. Girlfriend. Noun, a female partner in an unmarried romantic relationship. Sharp. Noun, the symbol sharp, placed after the name of a note in the key signature or before a note on the staff to indicate that the note is to be played a semitone higher. Verb, to raise the pitch of a note half a step, making a natural note a sharp. Adjective, terminating in a point or edge. especially one that can cut easily. Not obtuse or rounded. Adverb. To a point or edge. Piercingly, eagerly, sharply. Convince. Verb. To make someone believe, or feel sure about something, especially by using logic, argument or evidence. Inclusion. Noun. An addition or annex to a group, set, or total. Spade. Noun. A garden tool with a handle and a flat blade for digging. Not to be confused with a shovel, which is used for moving earth or other materials. Verb. To turn over soil with a spade to loosen the ground for planting. Awful. Adjective. Very bad. Adverb. Awfully, dreadfully, terribly. Formative. Noun. Grammar. A language unit that has morphological function. Adjective. Of or pertaining to the formation and subsequent growth of something. Continued. Verb. To proceed with. Doing an activity. To prolong an activity. Noun. The word continued when placed in the end of the page to show it is to be continued. Adjective. Prolonged. Unstopped. Province. Noun. A region of the earth or of a continent, a district or country. Do without. Verb. Usually transitive. To manage despite the lack of. Artists. Noun. A person who creates art. Fight. Verb. To contend in physical conflict, either singly or in war, battle, etc. Briefly. Adverb. Manner. In a brief manner, summarily. Assess. Verb. To determine, estimate or judge the value of. To evaluate. 60th. Noun. The person or thing in the 60th position. Adjective. The ordinal form of the number 60. Decades. Noun. A group, set, or series of 10, particularly. Ice. Noun. Water in frozen, solid, form. Verb. To cool with ice, as a beverage. Rang. Verb. Of a bell, etc., to produce a resonant sound. Excluded. Verb. To bar someone from entering, to keep out. Repaired. Verb. To restore to good working order. Fix. Or improve damaged condition. To mend. To remedy. Verb. To transfer oneself to another place. Verb. To pair again. Costs. Verb. To incur a charge of. To require payment of a specified price. Noun. Amount of money, time, etc. that is required or used. Noun. Manner. Way. Means. Available course. Contrivance. Noun. A rib. A side. Business. Noun. A specific commercial enterprise or establishment. Adjective. Of. To. Pertaining to or utilized for purposes of conducting trade, commerce, governance, advocacy or other professional purposes. Note. Noun. Heading. A symbol or annotation. Verb. To notice with care. To observe. To remark. To heed. Elaborate. Verb. To develop in detail or complexity. Adjective. Complex, detailed, or sophisticated. Acid. Noun. A sour substance. Adjective. Sour, sharp, or biting to the taste. Tart. Having the taste of vinegar. Campus. Noun. The grounds or property of a school, college, university, business, church, or hospital. Often understood to include buildings and other structures. Verb. To confine to campus as a punishment. Possessions. Noun. Control or occupancy of something for which one does not necessarily have private property rights. Election. Noun. A process of choosing a leader, members of parliament, councillors or other representatives by popular vote. Mature. Adjective. Fully developed, grown up in terms of physical appearance, behavior or thinking. Ripe. Cheered. Verb. To gladden, to make cheerful, often with up. Ache. Noun. Continued dull pain, as distinguished from sudden twinges, or spasmodic pain. Verb. To suffer pain, to be the source of, or be in, pain, especially continued dull pain, to be distressed, overused, adjective, used too much, or too often, compensate, verb, to do, something good, after, something bad, happens, noble, noun, an aristocrat, one of aristocratic blood, adjective, having honorable qualities, having moral eminence and freedom from anything petty, mean or dubious in conduct and character, main, verb, short for mainline, adjective, of chief or leading importance, prime, principal, adverb, exceedingly, extremely, greatly, mightily, very, very much, divorce, noun, the legal dissolution of a marriage, verb, to legally dissolve a marriage between two people, sec, noun, second, 1/60th of a minute, noun, 1/60th of a minute, the SI unit of time, defined as the duration of 9,192,631,770 periods of radiation corresponding to the transition between two hyperfine levels of cesium-133 in a ground state at a temperature of absolute zero and at rest. Cognac, noun, a brandy distilled from white wine in the region around Cognac in France. Attacked, verb, to apply violent force to someone or something. Mountains, noun, an elevation of land of considerable dimensions rising more or less abruptly, forming a conspicuous figure in the landscape, usually having a small extent of surface at its summit. Actress, noun, a female who performs on the stage or in films. Paints, noun, a substance that is applied as a liquid or paste, and dries into a solid coating that protects or adds color to an object or surface to which it has been applied. Verb, to apply paint to. Debugging, verb, to search for and eliminate malfunctioning elements or errors in something, especially a computer program or machinery. Noun, the process of finding and resolving bugs or defects that prevent correct operation of computer software or a system. Endeavor, noun, a sincere attempt, a determined or assiduous effort towards a specific goal, assiduous or persistent activity. Verb, to exert oneself. Noun, a weight of 1/288th of a pound, that is, 20 grains or 1/3 of a dram, about 1.3 grams. Symbol, noun, each of the four divisions of a year: spring, summer, autumn, fall, and winter. Noun, a coin formerly used in the United Kingdom, Ireland, Malta, Australia, New Zealand and many other Commonwealth countries. Noun, one of the four major compass points, specifically 180 degrees, directed toward the South Pole, and conventionally downwards on a map, abbreviated as S. Noun, a quark having a fractional electric charge of -1/3 and a mass about 80 to 130 MeV. Symbol, S. Massage, noun, the action of rubbing, kneading or hitting someone's body, to help the person relax, prepare for muscular action, as in contact sports, or to relieve aches. Verb, to rub and knead someone's body or a part of a body, to perform a massage on somebody. Cognac, noun, a brandy distilled from white wine in the region around Cognac in France. Cries, noun, a shedding of tears, the act of crying. Verb, to shed tears, to weep. Dim, noun, dimness. Verb, to make something less bright. Adjective, not bright or colorful. Adjective, lessened, reduced. Fair, noun, a going, journey, travel, voyage, course, passage. Solve, noun, chiefly law enforcement. A solution, an explanation. Verb, to find an answer or solution to a problem or question. To work out. Landscape, noun, A portion of land or territory which the eye can comprehend in a single view, including all the objects it contains. Verb. To create or maintain a landscape. Pajamas. Noun. Clothes for wearing to bed and sleeping in, usually consisting of a loose-fitting shirt and pants, trousers. Dozen. Noun. A set of 12. Spoonful. Noun. The amount that a spoon will hold, either level or heaped. Field. Noun. A land area free of woodland, cities, and towns. Open country. Verb. To intercept or catch a ball and play it. Broad. Noun. A shallow lake, one of a number of bodies of water in eastern Norfolk and Suffolk. Adjective. Wide in extent or scope. Confident. Noun. A person in whom one can confide or share one's secrets. A friend. Adjective. Very sure of something. Positive. Lottery. Noun. A scheme for the distribution of prizes by lot or chance, especially a gaming scheme in which one or more tickets bearing particular numbers draw prizes. The other tickets are blanks. Immutable. Noun. Something that cannot be changed. Adjective. Unable to be changed without exception. Regenerative. Adjective. That serves to regenerate. Agreed. Verb. To harmonize in opinion, statement, or action. To be in unison or concord. To be or become united or consistent. To concur. Adjective. In harmony. Interjection. Indicates agreement on the part of the speaker. Module. Noun. A self-contained component of a system, often interchangeable, which has a well-defined interface to the other components. Ray. Noun. A beam of light or radiation. Verb. To emit something as if in rays. Images. Noun. An optical or other representation of a real object. A graphic. A picture. Verb. To represent by an image or symbol. To portray. Briefcase. Noun. A case used for carrying documents, especially for business. Olive. Noun. A tree. Olea europaea. Cultivated since ancient times in the Mediterranean for its fruit and the oil obtained from it. Adjective. Of a grayish-green color. That of an unripe olive. Hunter. Noun. One who hunts game for sport or for food. A huntsman or huntswoman. Apologized. Verb. Often followed by for. To make an apology or excuse. To acknowledge some fault or offense, with expression of regret for it, by way of amends. Days. Noun. Any period of 24 hours. Verb. To spend a day. In a place. Noun. A particular time or period of vague extent. Created. Verb. To bring into existence, sometimes in particular smiley face. Played. Verb. To act in a manner such that one has fun. To engage in activities expressly for the purpose of recreation or entertainment. Interested. Verb. To engage the attention of. To awaken interest in. To excite emotion or passion in behalf of a person or thing. Adjective. Having or showing interest. Blocks. Noun. A substantial, often approximately cuboid, piece of any substance. Verb. To fill something, so that it is not possible to pass. Processing. Verb. To perform a particular process on a thing. Verb. To walk in a procession. Noun. The action of the verb to process. Durability. Noun. Permanence by virtue of the power to resist stress or force. 7. Noun. The digit, figure 7 or an occurrence thereof. Numeral. A numerical value equal to 7. The number following 6 and preceding 8. This many dots. Frugal. Adjective. Avoiding unnecessary expenditure either of money or of anything else which is to be used or consumed. Avoiding waste. Dimensional. Adjective. Of or pertaining to dimensions. Fuel. Noun. Substance consumed to provide energy through combustion, or through chemical or nuclear reaction. Verb. To provide with fuel. Daydreams. Noun. A spontaneous and fanciful series of thoughts while awake not connected to immediate reality. Fireworks. Noun. A device using gunpowder and other chemicals which, when lit, emits a combination of colored flames, sparks, whistles or bangs, and sometimes made to rocket high into the sky before exploding. Used for entertainment or celebration. Noun. An event or a display where fireworks are set off. Diving. Verb. To swim underwater. Noun. The action of the verb to dive in any sense. Adjective. That or who dives or dive. Compatibility. Noun. The state of being compatible, in which two or more things are able to exist or work together in combination without problems or conflict. Rehearsing. Verb. To repeat, as what has been already said. To tell over again. To recite. Noun. A rehearsal. Cooked. Verb. To prepare food for eating by heating it, often by combining it with other ingredients. Verb. To make the noise of the cuckoo. Verb. To throw. Adjective. Of food that has been prepared by cooking. Monthly. Noun. A publication that is published once a month. Adjective. Occurring every month. Adverb. Every month. Confusion. Noun. A lack of clarity or order. Consequential. Adjective. Following as a result. Proposals. Noun. Something which is proposed or offered for consideration or acceptance. Restroom. Noun. A room containing a public toilet, a public lavatory. Collective. Noun. A farm owned by a collection of people. Adjective. Formed by gathering or collecting. Gathered into a mass. Color. Noun. The spectral composition of visible light. Verb. To give something color. Adjective. Conveying color, as opposed to shades of gray. Guise. Noun. An effigy of a man burned on a bonfire on the anniversary of the gunpowder plot. The 5th of November. Verb. To exhibit an effigy of Guy Fawkes around the 5th of November. Noun. A guide. A leader or conductor. Verb. To equip with a support cable. Collective. Noun. A farm owned by a collection of people. Adjective. Formed by gathering or collecting. Gathered into a mass. Lighter. Adjective. Having light. Bright. Clear. Not dark or obscure. Adjective. Having little or relatively little actual weight. Not cumbrous or unwieldy. Forest. Noun. A dense uncultivated tract of trees and undergrowth. Larger than woods. Verb. To cover an area with trees. Attachments. Noun. The act or process of, physically or figuratively, attaching. Paradigm. Noun. A pattern. A way of doing something. Especially a pattern of thought. A system of beliefs. A conceptual framework. Medicines. Noun. A substance which specifically promotes healing when ingested or consumed in some way. Verb. To treat with medicine. Prohibited. Verb. To forbid, disallow, or proscribe officially. To make illegal or illicit. Adjective. Forbidden. Unallowed. 11th. Noun. The person or thing in the 11th position. Adjective. The ordinal form of the number 11. Misunderstand. Verb. To understand incorrectly, while believing one has understood correctly. Faster. Adjective. Firmly or securely fixed in place. Stable. Adverb. In a firm or secure manner. Securely. In such a way as not to be moved. Safe. Sound. Disappear. Verb. To vanish. Staring. Verb. Construed with at. To look fixedly. At something. Noun. The act of one who stares. Adjective. Shining. Vivid. Garish. Blushed. Verb. To become red in the face. And sometimes experience an associated feeling of warmth. Especially due to shyness, shame, excitement, or embarrassment. Doctor. Noun. A person or firm that owes money, one in debt, one who owes a debt. Coastline. Noun, the shape, outline, or boundary of a coast. Basket. Noun, a lightweight container, generally round, open at the top, and tapering toward the bottom. Verb, to place in a basket or baskets. Brightly. Adverb, in a bright manner. Key. Noun, an object designed to open and close a lock. Verb, to fit a lock with a key. Adjective, indispensable, supremely important. Arbitrary. Noun, anything arbitrary, such as an arithmetical value or a fee. Adjective, usually of a decision, based on individual discretion or judgment, not based on any objective distinction, perhaps even made at random. Prevent. Verb, to stop, an outcome, to keep from doing something. Gang. Verb, to go, walk, proceed. Faster. Adjective, firmly or securely fixed in place. Stable. Adverb, in a firm or secure manner. Securely, in such a way as not to be moved. Safe. Sound. Guise. Noun, an effigy of a man burned on a bonfire on the anniversary of the gunpowder plot. The 5th of November. Verb, to exhibit an effigy of Guy Fawkes around the 5th of November. Noun, a guide, a leader or conductor. Verb, to equip with a support cable. Salute. Noun, an utterance or gesture expressing greeting or honor towards someone. Now especially a formal, non-verbal gesture made with the arms or hands in any of various specific positions. Verb, to make a gesture in honor of someone or something. Guitar. Noun, a stringed musical instrument, of European origin, usually with a fretted fingerboard and 6 strings, played with the fingers or a plectrum. Guitar pick. Verb, to play the guitar. Annoy. Noun, a feeling of discomfort or vexation caused by what one dislikes. Verb, to disturb or irritate, especially by continued or repeated acts. To bother with unpleasant deeds. Rest. Noun, of a person or animal, relief from work or activity by sleeping. Sleep. Instruments. Noun, a device used to produce music. Verb, to apply measuring devices. Correspondent. Noun, someone who or something which corresponds. Adjective, corresponding, suitable, adapted, congruous. Indexing. Verb, to arrange an index for something, especially a long text. Noun, a system used to assign indexes. Shoemaker. Noun, a person who makes shoes. Meetings. Noun, gerund, the act of persons or things that meet. Prestige. Noun, the quality of how good the reputation of something or someone is. How favorably something or someone is regarded. Adjective, of a linguistic form, regarded as relatively prestigious, often considered the standard language or language variety, or a part of such a variety. Irregularity. Noun, an instance of being irregular. Flights. Noun, the act of flying. Verb, of a spin bowler, to throw the ball in such a way that it has more airtime and more spin than usual. Noun, the act of fleeing. Dustman. Noun, a person employed to collect refuse from people's homes and take it to be processed. Parachute. Noun, a device, generally constructed from fabric, that is designed to employ air resistance to control the fall of an object. Verb, to jump, fall, descend, etc., using such a device. Resources. Noun, something that one uses to achieve an objective, e.g. raw materials or personnel. Growing. Verb, to become larger, to increase in magnitude. Noun, growth, increase. Adjective, that grows. Iron. Noun, a common, inexpensive metal, silvery gray when untarnished, that rusts, is attracted by magnets, and is used in making steel. Verb, to pass an iron over. clothing or some other item made of cloth, in order to remove creases. Adjective, made of the metal iron. Sentence, noun, the decision or judgment of a jury or court. A verdict, verb, to declare a sentence on a convicted person. To doom, to condemn to punishment. Sheet, noun, a thin bedcloth used as a covering for a mattress or as a layer over the sleeper. Verb, to cover or wrap with cloth, or paper, or other similar material. Civilian, noun, a person following the pursuits of civil life, especially one who is not an active member of the armed forces. Adjective, not related to the military, police or other professions. Liking, verb, to enjoy, be pleased by. Favor, be in favor of. Verb, to be likely. Crafts, noun, strength, power, might, force. Verb, to make by hand and with much skill. Communicate, verb, to impart. Charismatic, noun, a member of the charismatic movement. Adjective, of, related to, or having charisma. Concentrate, noun, a substance that is in a condensed form. Verb, to bring to, or direct toward, a common center. To unite more closely, to gather into one body. Mass, or force. Choose, verb, to pick, to make the choice of, to select. Conjunction, the binomial coefficient of the previous and following number. Products, noun, a commodity offered for sale. Attributes, noun, a characteristic or quality of a thing. Verb, to ascribe something to a given cause, reason, etc. Chew, noun, the act of chewing, mastication with the mouth. Verb, to crush with the teeth by repeated closing and opening of the jaws. Done to food to soften it and break it down by the action of saliva before it is swallowed. Door, noun, a portal of entry into a building, room, or vehicle, consisting of a rigid plane movable on a hinge. Doors are frequently made of wood or metal, may have a handle to help open and close, a latch to hold the door closed, and a lock that ensures the door cannot be opened without the key. Verb, to cause a collision by opening the door of a vehicle in front of an oncoming cyclist or pedestrian. Skip, noun, a leaping, jumping or skipping movement. Verb, to move by hopping on alternate feet. Exported, verb, to carry away. Funding, verb, to pay for. Noun, the action of the verb fund. Glass, verb, to apply fiberglass to. Noun, an amorphous solid, often transparent substance made by melting sand with a mixture of soda, potash and lime. Verb, to fit with glass. To glaze. Cascading, verb, to fall as a waterfall or series of small waterfalls. Resigned, verb, to sign again, to provide one's signature again. Verb, to give up, to relinquish ownership of. Adjective, characterized by resignation or acceptance. Shrug, noun, a lifting of the shoulders to signal indifference or a casual lack of knowledge. Verb, to raise the shoulders, to express uncertainty, lack of concern, formerly, dread, etc. Called. Verb, heading, to use one's voice. Ban, noun, prohibition. Verb, to summon, to call out. Force out, noun, an instance of an out created by touching a base in advance of a runner who has no base to return to while in possession of a ball which has already touched the ground. Verb, to cause something to be ejected. Midwife, noun, a person, usually a woman, who is trained to assist women in childbirth, but who is not a physician. Verb, to act as a midwife. Herb, noun, any green, leafy plant, or parts thereof, used to flavor or season food. Arrested, verb, to stop the motion of a person or animal. Adjective, having been stopped or prevented from developing. Terminated prematurely. Activated. Verb. To encourage development or induce increased activity, to stimulate. Disappoint. Verb. To sadden or displease someone by underperforming or by not delivering something promised or hoped for. Adjective. Disappointed. Coupons. Noun. A section of a ticket, showing the holder to be entitled to some specified accommodation or service, as to a passage over a designated line of travel, a particular seat in a theater, a discount, etc. Sneezing. Verb. To expel air as a reflex induced by an irritation in the nose. Noun. The act of producing a sneeze. Sincere. Adjective. Genuine. Meaning what one says or does. Heartfelt. Grew. Verb. To become larger, to increase in magnitude. Elite. Noun. A special group or social class of people which have a superior intellectual, social or economic status as the elite of society. Adjective. Of high birth or social position. Aristocratic or patrician.